and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we did a makeup tutorial today using the Kathleen Lights X Colourpop Dream Street palette. It's one of her newer releases with Colourpop. It's been out for a while, but I was rearranging my vanity the other day, putting my most used palettes up on my vanity, and this obviously is one that I used for the more neutral tones, but I was, you know, looking through them, swatching them, and I really just was inspired by the navy. She's done a look using this. I think it's very similar to this, a navy smoky eye, but it was just very inspiring when I saw it, and I was like, let me do a look with that navy blue. So I did do that. I created this look, and if you guys want to see how I did that, then just go ahead and keep watching. So I've already moisturized my face. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face using my Soap and Glory primer, and then we're gonna go ahead and let that sink in, and we'll start on the eyes. Okay, we're gonna let that sink in, and like I said, we're gonna be using the Dream Street palette from Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my eyeshadow base. It's in here somewhere. I was not staying at my house for the past week and a half, so I have like all of my most used stuff in another bag. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly just on my eyes as a base. I want to do something dramatic, so when I do something dramatic, I always like to have something that really cancels out all of the veins and stuff on my eyelid. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm actually just going to set it with a translucent powder or a powder a little bit lighter, just because there's nothing in here for me to set my eyeshadow base with. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get in and dig into this palette. I don't know if I'm going to be screwing up the names because the names are on the back, and I don't know if they're like opposite or if they're like right in the same order. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to point and do it, okay, because I don't want to say them wrong and then, you know. Okay, so I think I'm first going to go in with these first two shades lightly because these are a little bit of darker transition shades. Okay, and then I think I'm going to dip into the first shade alone, pack that on a little bit more just to kind of add a little bit more depth. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. So I'm just going to dip into this one a little bit just to deepen that crease a little bit. Then I'm going to go back into the first brush and just kind of blend all of that out. And I think I'm going to go in with my Pretty Vulgar Blacklist Gel Eyeliner in the shade The Ink, I believe. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to put that all over my lid to act as a base for that navy shade. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a... I'm actually just gonna go ahead and blend out those edges just a little bit to diffuse it a little bit. And then we'll go on with the navy shade. Okay, so now now that that's blended out a little bit, I'm gonna take this navy blue shade in the middle on this e.l.f. packer brush and just stamp that right on top of that black base.
Yeah, I can never ever find the right words.
Okay, so now that I've got that navy blue shade on, I'm going to take the same brush that I buffed out the black base with. I'm going to dip lightly into that same color that we just put all over the lid, and I'm in light circular motions going to blend out that navy. So I've buffed that out just a little bit. I'm going to go back in to the shade right next to the navy shade and kind of blend that out just a little bit further.
going with the gut.
Okay, so I have blended out this side, and I actually applied a little bit more of the navy to the eyelid just to intensify it a little bit more. I think it looks really great, so I'm gonna do the other eye really quickly, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I have that other eye done. I've got my primer on, so I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face, and then we'll finish up the lower lash line. First of all, let me just take this off because looks like I have a bruise. Okay, so I think today for foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage foundation. This one's new, so I haven't opened it. Okay, so this is a new bottle.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is just for us now. Can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no
Okay, so we've got an even layer of that applied. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I really want to try that new Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It looks awesome, but I haven't got my hands on it yet. Okay, I've got that concealer applied. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Cody Airspun Loose Translucent Powder and set my under eyes, set my smile lines. I've never had this happen to me with Cody Airspun, but this powder, I don't know if it's just this shade, this color of powder, but it goes on lighter than my skin, as you can see, but by the time I wipe it off, like, it'll be on, so you'll be able to see it kind of oxidize. But yeah, it oxidizes on my skin and it becomes like an orange, and like it's much darker than my skin, which is very odd. It doesn't make my foundation darker, so that's good. So recently, to set the rest of my face, I've been using that same powder, and I've been like getting a little bit like this, and then I've been patting it off on the back of my hand and just having a little bit left over, and then just like pressing it into the skin. And it's been really good because when I just like go right into it, it's too much. Like, it just looks too cakey, and it makes me it makes my face too tight. So I've been doing this instead of, you know, just like putting it right on after dipping it into the powder, and it's been really helping, and it even like makes my skin look a lot more airbrushed when I do that. So it's been working for me. You guys should try it out. I really like it. See what I mean though? It's already getting darker. And then recently, just this one area where I have a little bit of blemishes, I've been taking my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in shade 110, and I've just been like dabbing over it just to kind of take down a little bit more of that discoloration instead of spot concealing, because it's not really even like enough to spot conceal, but just to like further conceal it a little bit, I've just been using this powder, which has been working really nicely. So I'm trying to find other powders that I can use instead of the MAC Studio Fix powder, because one is like $25, which is so expensive, and it's just, I'm trying to find cheaper alternatives. So, okay, I've got my face set, so now I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to be using my butter bronzer with this brush that I got with my BoxyCharm this month, the Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Powder Brush. I love it for powder.
Hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me.
So now let's move on to brows while I let the rest of my face kind of bake a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my Brow Gel in shade 5, I believe. They need to be groomed, so just don't pay attention to how badly they look right now. Let's just not worry about it. Cousins, not sisters. But I'm actually going to go ahead and take some concealer. I've been doing this more so recently just for underneath my brows because, as you can see, I've just been really bad with brows lately, and I don't know why, but I can't seem to get them to look great. I also have liked concealing them more so recently because I use a concealer that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it almost acts as a brow bone highlight. So that's really nice. A lot of times I don't even set my brow bone because this is kind of light enough to act as a brow bone highlight, you know? Okay, I'm gonna set those with my Mary Kay brow gel. I think it's just the brow gel. We still have powder underneath the eye, so let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I'm going to start with those first two shades. I'm gonna put those on the lower lash line, really buff those out.
This is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this shade, I think it's called Mermaid Boy, so I think it is opposite. But this shade called Mermaid Boy, it's like a navy teal blue. It's beautiful. It's got a little bit of fallout, that's why I wanted to do it before I wiped away the bake underneath my eyes. I'm actually gonna I'm actually gonna spray that with a little bit of my setting spray and dip back into it, and then I'm gonna stamp that on my lower lash line. I'm glad we did this before the bake came off. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and those first two shades and just kind of blend that out just a little bit. So that shade Mermaid Boy is very beautiful, but it's got a lot of fallout. I'm glad we did that before we took off all the bake underneath our eyes. But it is pretty. It's just it's a little messy, but I love how it looks underneath the eyes. It's almost identical to the navy that we used on the lid, but it has a little bit of shimmer, so it's very pretty and I love it. I love it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this color Kaleidoscope, which is like this silvery, almost has like a little bit of blue hint to it. I'm gonna pop that on the inner corner. Oh my goodness. That's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is the prettiest shade. And I've used it before, I just never have used it with these colors. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of the face and then we'll do the lashes and stuff like that at the end. So I'm gonna wipe off all of my bake. I'm gonna spray my face. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna take, boop. Okay, so now we're gonna do blush. I'm gonna pop on this. I sprayed my face before my blush because I thought I was gonna use a Milani blush, one of the baked blushes ones, so it usually intensifies the shine. But I think I'm actually gonna go with a matte blush just because I think I wanna do a cool toned highlight, so that blush wouldn't look good anyway. I don't even know if it made any sense. I'm actually using that same brush I used for bronzer, and I'm just gonna pop just a little bit of this on the cheeks. So I think for highlight today, I think I want to take that inner corner shade. I know it doesn't really look like a highlighter like at all. It might be bad. Actually, let me just swatch it. Okay, so it's kind of like this icy blue, and I think it'll just really pair well with the eyes. So I'm just gonna see how that looks. We're just gonna try it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so obviously it's not a typical highlight, but I think it looks good with the look, and it kind of ties in everything. It's giving me a little bit of a gray cast, but we're doing it for the look, okay? I think I'm gonna do a normal highlighter on my nose just because I don't think that would particularly look good on my nose. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. highlighter down the bridge of my nose, and I'm also gonna put that on my forehead. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I can take it off now, but we've done it. We went for it. So now I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna try and apply this. This is from my BoxyCharm. It's a Janta Blue eyeliner in dark brown. I'm gonna try and apply this. It was hard to apply last time, but I'm gonna try it because I don't wanna wear black in my waterline. Yeah, no, it's not working. I'm gonna use the Hikari black eyeliner. Just put that in my waterline, and also tie line with this. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes, apply mascara and some lashes, and then I'll be right back. So I've just applied my lashes. I applied the Baddington lashes. I don't know Monroe 3D silk lashes. I don't know if that's the name. That's the name of them. Anyway, we got them in a boxy charm and I've been wearing them so often. I love them. They're so good. And all we have to do now is apply a lip color. So I'm going to be applying the Ofra Verona liquid lipstick, and then I'm going to apply the Nudie Patootie Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid lipstick on top just to add a little bit more of a nudiness. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I am obsessed with it. I think this might be my favorite look that I've ever done on my channel. I just love how dramatic it is and how I love the navy smoky eye. I feel like black smoky eyes and brown smoky eyes are the most popular thing, and I love that this navy one just turned out so well. I do recommend, if you are going to do this look, to use a base. It doesn't have to be an eyeliner, it can be whatever you like it to be, but just something to really make that navy super rich. But this palette is a dream to work with. A dream to work with. Kathleen Lights is, you know, my girl. I love her so much, and this palette is just a representation of all of her hard work and how great she makes palettes when she collabs with someone. She's awesome, and I hope you guys like this look. I am obsessed with it, and I think that it turned out really great, and I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure to like this video if you did like what you saw. I think I said like 5 times within the last minute. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on the post bell notifications so you are notified when I upload. I will be uploading a lot more makeup tutorials to come. And yeah guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this look, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!